how to connect with your spirit guides, or at least how I did it. Now, many years ago, not too many years ago, I'd say it was around 10 years ago, I was curious about how to find our guides. I was curious, to be honest, if we even had guides. You always hear, or at least I did through life, my parents would tell me, you have a spirit guide. A guardian angel is more how they would frame it, that we all have guardian angels that protect us and try to guide us down the right path in life. And as a kid and growing up, I wanted to believe that. It was almost kind of like the Santa Claus thing, right? You want to believe in Santa Claus when you're young, and then as you get older, you start to not believe so much in Santa Claus. I'm always the type of person that wants to believe in the good things in life, right? In the good things that come from people. So when my parents told me at a young age that I had a guardian angel, I believed them. Until I got older and in my teens and 20s, and then I wasn't so sure about all the spiritual stuff. I kind of wasn't spiritual at all, and I told the story you guys before. I'm sure if you're watching this, you probably already know, so I won't rehash the story. I 100% today believe in guardian angels, in spirit guides, and I 100% believe with all my heart and soul that each and every one of us have multiple guides, not just one, that help us down our life path and journey, guides that help to keep us safe and make us feel safe. So I feel we have many guides in life. I feel that some of our guides change as we cross into different areas of our path. We all have a path laid out for us, right? And I feel, my belief is, if we go down that path, if we sway off and go the wrong way, our guides are with us to try to sway us back onto the main path. And if we don't listen to that inner feeling, that instinct, which is how guides connect with us, for most of us, it's that instinct. We all have that instinct of should I or shouldn't I, right? Any life decision, whether it's buying a car, buying a house, medical decisions, any decision you can think of, anything that presents us with a life decision, we have guides who help us to make those decisions and help make the right decisions. Problem is, a lot of people, a lot of us, including myself years ago, never listened to my guides, which they were trying to tell me things in the form of an intuition. And because some of those things they were telling me, this is bad, this is not good, this is not your path, because I thought I wanted those things, I didn't listen to my intuition. I've had most of the things in my life that have caused me grief or pain or suffering or financial loss or anything of that nature. It was caused by myself and not listening to my gut instinct that was telling me otherwise the whole time. So this is how our guides work. They work with us, they work within us. It's very subtle, and they kind of leave it up to us as to whether we're going to listen or go on a different path. But the good news is 99.999% of us, when going on our life journey, almost all of us, 99.999%, will sway off that path, right? The good news is when we sway off that path, we learn a lesson. When we go through hardships in life, when we go through suffering, pain, whether that's emotional pain, physical pain, monetary loss, pain, and stress, the good news is when we go off of the path and cause these issues for ourselves by not listening to our instincts, we always seem to find our way back, and because of that, we learn a lesson. I've learned so many lessons in life by swaying off the path, and that's part of life. We're all going to sway off the path, but in the end, I strongly believe from experience that our guides are here to help keep us on the path and to bring us back to the path, and hopefully we learn those lessons in life, and we end up going down the right path. For most of us, that's usually what happens as long as we kind of open our eyes to it and recognize it. One of the key things to being spiritual, to feeling that connection with spirit, to having solid communication with spirit, the one thing is that we have to believe. We have to be confident in it. But once our belief system is locked in place and we understand the realities of all of this, like meeting your guide for the first time, things just keep opening up. So these videos here were made for you guys to try to give a deeper understanding of life, death, our path, our journeys, our mistakes, our lessons, all of that good stuff. So this is going to be a meditation, a guided meditation for you. It's exactly how I discovered my first guides, which were Lillian and Ava. If you remember any of my super early videos, you would remember Lillian, and then as the videos moved on, Ava was one of my very strong guides. And I also believe once we cross a difficult path in life, I believe new guides come on because other guides move on to other things, right? I have a belief that our guides are people like us who used to be alive on Earth. And part of their job on the other side, maybe to redeem themselves, maybe to climb the ladder in the afterlife, because there are various levels of the afterlife, right? And I'm talking the good levels. So I believe that guides are spirits who have a job to do. And once they complete the job, they get to move on to the next level. So our guides change. Our guides come and go. I have had Lillian, Ava, Billy, Ace, Ed, which was kind of controversial, but I strongly believe he is a guide to this day. So guides come and go. So let's get ready to do this guided meditation. Find yourself a nice quiet spot in your home, wherever you are, whether you're in a car, in a living room, in a bedroom, wherever you may be. You want to be in a quiet place where you can focus, fully relax, and not let your mind wander from outside noises and interruptions. So you can pause this now, and once you find your place, then you can resume the video. All right, so you're in your space, you're comfortable, and what we need to do now is fully relax, fully de-stress, fully unclutter our mind, because our minds are always full of thoughts, racing thoughts. Our mind is always full of what do we do tomorrow? What do we do today? The things you have to do, your appointments, your scheduling, your bills, whatever it is, we need to get those thoughts out of your head right now. And you do not want to have any worry in your mind, body, or soul, as in no worries whatsoever, right? What we're going for is a blank canvas in your mind where all you see is a blackness, a blank slate. Think of a chalkboard, right? How it's black before it's starting to get written on, right? So you want all those thoughts out of your mind. So sit in your chair, lay in your bed, wherever you're at, and you want to first relax the body fully. Right now I feel relaxed, but I also know that my muscles are still tense. So what you want to do is make sure any muscles that you feel are tense or stiffened up or that you're using, just let them fall. Even if it makes your shoulders slump, if it makes your back slump up a little, it doesn't matter. What you want to make sure is that you are fully relaxed. So as you're relaxing, breathe in and breathe out. And with each exhale, try to loosen up those muscles a little bit more than you did in the previous exhale until you feel every muscle in your body is fully relaxed. So we're going to go like this. Exhale, you want to relax even more. Each exhale. Now, as you take this next breath, imagine you're inhaling light energy, which is love energy, which comes from the source. Imagine light flowing into your breathing. And as you exhale, that light is swirling all around you, almost in a tornado-like fashion. It's relaxing your body even more. And as you think of that light trail swirling around your body, imagine that it is also clearing your mind, where all you can see in your mind right now is blackness with swirling visions of light. And when you see that light around you, in front of you, you are actually floating. So imagine yourself floating. You are floating out of your body at this point in time. Your energy is being released from your physical self. That energy within you is what's going to connect with your spirit guide. So as you lay in your chair, lay in your bed, and when you're in your space, you're fully relaxed now. You're fully at peace. You're not even thinking about anything but the task at hand, which is meeting your spirit guide for the first time ever. So you're floating up out of your body, and you start to head into the blackness of space. You will see stars. You may even see a shooting star. You will feel comfortable. You will feel at peace. You will feel very familiar feeling, like you've been here before. Keep floating up. Start to look around at your surroundings and witness what again appears to be space. But you can breathe, you can move. But as you look down at your body, you're seeing a light form, a shape of your body, but in light, because that is what you are made of. So imagine yourself in space, you're looking around at the sights, you're seeing the stars. You may even see other forms around you of light. As you feel this pulling of your energy towards a certain location, you will start to see in the distance a vast, huge, glowing, what looks like, almost like a ball, almost like something surreal. In this blackness of space, it's going to have a light golden glow. And as you get closer, you will start to see there is a big, huge door in front of you, and you are approaching this door. This door is larger than you could ever imagine. As you float up closer to the door, you will actually land right at the front where the door is closed in front of you. As you gaze upon this large door, it's mammoth in size. You will see the golden handles, the golden trim. You will see the light almost exploding from the seams of the door. At this time, you want to envision yourself at the front of the door. You stand there and you knock on the door. And as you knock on the door, you may see your hand knocking, but it's made of light. Within a few seconds, the door starts opening inward from the middle. And what you will see now, what you will want to envision now, is a long hallway. Now, as you walk down this hallway, and you will start walking down this hallway right at this moment, you will look to your left and you will look to your right, and you will see a long line of doors. So on each side of the hall, there's a door, and there's literally hundreds of doors. It almost feels like you could walk down this hallway for an eternity and never run out of doors. That's what it will feel like. So envision that hallway with the doors on each side, and each door may look different. There's going to be different things about certain doors that may appeal to you. So as you walk down the hallway, look to your left at the doors, look to your right at the doors, And eventually you're going to see one door that sticks out to you. Maybe it sparkles. Maybe there's something on the door that appeals to you. Maybe there's something drawing to you to one of these doors. Now, as soon as you feel that, that's your instinct. As soon as you feel that, pick that door and walk up to the front of the door. Now you're at the door. You're going to knock on the door again. And you're going to say, I'm here to meet my main guide. I would like to know your name. So you wait there and the door opens and you will see your guide in front of you. And the image you see of your guide that very first time, that's what your guide looks like. You'll see male or female. Hold out your hand, which both of them, which will be seen as light by you. Your guide will then grab your hands and mentally ask, what is your name? What should I call you? And you should hear a name right back. And that first name you hear, that name you hear will be the name of your guide. So after you learned the guide's name, you can thank them. You step back, the door closes, and within an instant, you're back in your space where you started this meditation and visualization exercise. Whether that's in your chair, in bed, in your car, wherever you may be. Now, some of you may watch this through the first time without doing the meditation. That's okay. I actually recommend that. If you're going to watch this back, I recommend going into your space, maybe even putting headphones on and not watching this, but just listening. And then try to visualize exactly what I'm describing. Try to visualize the doors, the hall, the other doors, and let your inner self, let them show you from within who your guide is. And they will do it. Be open to it. Whoever you see in that instant when that door opens, and whatever name you get, that will be the name of one of your guides. Now you can do this again in another few days or whenever you feel up to it, and ask for more guides. Like I said, I believe we have multiple guides who some are with us, some will come to us later on, and some have already left us. So I found this to be a very powerful technique for finding my guides. And I kind of use that same meditation for group night, where we meet up with our loved ones at a door. So it's the same concept. But the deeper you can go into that concentration, that focus, and the more you can let go of your daily worries, stress, chores, things you have to do, work, life, friends, family, the more you can blacken that out, which is just interference, then the better these type of meditations will go and the more success you may have at it. For me, it worked immediately the very first time. And I just thought, oh, I was making up the name Lillian, right? Then lo and behold, I use a spirit box that night and I ask who's with me, and I hear Lillian, right? So then she kept coming in, and then Ava was the same thing. I met Ava. So it's really effective, and never underestimate the power of ourselves, right? As I said before, we are conduits. We are the main tool for connecting with spirit. Even if you just want to be spiritual and connect with God or God's energy or that love energy, the universe itself, opening up, believing, and practicing things like this will eventually bring all that to you. Belief is a powerful thing, and when we believe, anything is possible. And our mind and bodies are pretty powerful things, and we've only tapped into a small percentage of our brain. So I believe when we connect in this way, we're using other parts of our brain that we normally don't use. And I think there's many areas of our brain we can unlock and untap to basically discover and learn and enrich our lives. So I hope you guys enjoyed this exercise on finding your spirit guide. It may sound simple, but it's very effective. Give it a try when you can. Try it more than once if you like, and let me know if you found your guide. Other than that, thank you.